Hey, welcome back guys, Jared at 3Cs. We're gonna try to do this in one take today because we have a massive storm blowing in. That's Lake Erie over there, and a ton of wind coming off of there. Supposed to get 30 inches of snow over the weekend. So happy Thanksgiving, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. So hopefully we're not digging ourselves out on Thanksgiving Day. So this video, check this out. Our very first 26 300RR race edition just came in. Kind of a little bit late to the game. I think I've seen dealers grabbing these last couple weeks. Ours just arrived, and that's cool. Now we're East Coast, it takes longer to get bikes over here. And I thought, for example, I brought a 2025 300 race out. Now I still have a couple of these because I bought the rest of them. Beta had like 10 or 15 left. And because the price did go up, right? So I guess we can jump right into that. This is 10,699. This is 11,590, right? So it went up $1,000 from a 25 to a 26, plus I can discount this. So you can buy this bike probably for like $1,500 less than this one. Is it worth it? That's what we're going to discuss in this video. Let's jump into it. So I read the full press release again this morning, actually 2 times, but it's been busy today. It's the day before Thanksgiving. Sold 3 machines today. It's been awesome. So I also have been studying these. I've been walking around them, trying to decide what looks different, what are the features. As you guys are well aware of, this is a race edition 300 2-stroke from Beta. It's a carbureted, it's a Kian 36 mil carb with a 300cc 2-stroke. This is the dual spark plug design. You can see one spark plug there. The second one's harder to see because it's behind the engine mount, right? So right there, there's our engine mount coming up in. 2 ignitions right there. You can see the one on this side, one on the other. This sells so many bikes for us because it's still carbureted, right? No sensors, nothing to worry about failing. That's so important for the Beta buyer. Super reliable setup. And is it more reliable? That's the big question, is because this year for 2026 there's a new main bearing design, and I want to back up on that because like we're jumping right into that right in the beginning of this video. I've never really had problems with these. Let's say for reference we sell, I don't want to say how many I sell. We're the 3rd largest Beta dealer in the country. We sell hundreds of Beta 2-strokes. I've had no more than 5 250 or 300 engines fail because of main bearings. And across the country, I'm sure you guys read the message boards and whatnot, and they're like, oh, big problems, big problems. And my sample size is probably the best in the country with these. And I would argue that after me doing 5 motors, and Beta stood behind those, so nothing out of the customer's pocket, I am not afraid of those motors. I've never have been, I never will be. What's cool though is that they addressed one of the only complaints customers could possibly have with this bike is the main bearing. So good job, Beta. Thank you for recognizing the customer's concerns. Moving forward, hopefully it's something that we can totally keep off the chat boards. That's the whole goal here, is to keep whatever they're finding to talk about, let's eliminate it. So thanks to Beta. We'll start right here in the front. Nissan brakes. This is the Excel rim package. Now I did an Instagram reel yesterday, and it's got like 10,000 views on Instagram. People are complaining about the Maxxis tires, which I think is wild. I have no complaints with these. It's not something new, right? Here's a 25 with Maxxis on it. And honestly, the back tire is not great, but if you complain about that, Billy Bolt has to run those, right? The top hard enduro guys have to run a tire just like that in Europe. So if you're going to complain, they're going to go right by you. You can pick whatever tire you want. They'll beat you on that. Now, I'm not saying I like it. I'm just saying when you buy a brand new bike, one of the first things you do is you break the bike in. Like we break the motor in, we spend a couple hours on it. I would use that tire as my break-in tire. Break the motor in, check all your nuts and bolts, come back, put whatever tire you want on it after that. Like, no big deal. It's a stock brand new tire. Never been a complaint of mine. This is the KYB closed cartridge forks. It's a stiffer fork. It's not open cartridge, so standard on the race editions. It's a stiffer ride being KYB. High beam, low beam in the headlight. Got your Brembo clutch over here. It's cold out here. My hands are freezing. The temperature is dropping so fast today. So anyway, clutch is here. High beam, low beam. Turns a little bit. Horn. Left and right turn signals. Now this bike is perfectly wired for turn signals. It's got the ends right there. You can see the one end right there. There's one for your turn signal ends. And back here, if we were to drop this down, there's turn signal wires back here too. So this bike's already wired for that if you live in a state where you can. So high beam, low beam, horn, turn signals, dual ignition map in the middle, stop and start button. I might start it now. I warmed the bike up before I started this, but it's dropping so fast. I don't want the bike to be cold. Front brake is here. Throttle. Now I always adjust these there's too much free play from the factory. It's one of the things we do is we adjust that. So let's see if it'll start here. It was about 10 minutes ago I ran it. A little bit of choke always helps. I'm not going to rev it up too much today, but this thing does not vibrate at all. Let's see if I can get a better... Okay, there's a little bit there on the handguard, but that's way out there on a flimsy piece of plastic. Let's watch here instead. That's pretty incredible. At an idle, the back fender's bouncing a little bit. So last year they went to these new race edition foot pegs, thank you Beta, because everybody would buy standard foot pegs on their 2024s and older. You would not run the race edition foot pegs. These are way better, they clean out better, they got better points. My 14-year-old hates the old race edition pegs. We've always put stock pegs on his bikes, but so thank you Beta for increasing that, making it better. Premium O-ring chain, it's not going to wear out on you. On a dual composite rear sprocket, which is awesome. Love to see that. This setup will last you a summer. You'll get a full race season out of that. Back here, the taillight is different. And when I'll walk around the 25 at the end, we'll show you these things. It's a red lens on the 25. The 26 is a white clear lens. The 25, this is all new for 26. It's a different brake hanger on the old bike. So it's pretty cool how this brake line is down in this little channel and it comes right back here. I don't know. I mean, I never had a problem with the old style, but this is something new to talk about. Pretty cool. They updated this 2 years ago, so this isn't new, but newer. The rear brake master cylinder, it's got more volume in it. With the race editions, you get black foot pegs, black shifter, black rear brake pedal, red anodized gear oil change. Now what's cool with the Beta 300s, you can put a piece of cardboard here or whatever, like a little piece of plastic. This is your drain bolt for the gear oil. It's literally right there. So if it was on this side of the stand, it would represent better, but you can literally pull that bolt out. It's a 13 mil, drain the oil, refill the oil right here. It's that simple to change your gear oil on a Beta. Check that out. Beta is the only brand, as far as I know. I mean, I'm comparing to gas and KTM here. It still allows you to put a kickstart kit in there. Obviously, Yamaha is kickstart kit only. They do not have the E button, which we do. So we can still add a kickstart kit. So I could take that battery completely out of this bike. You could set it on the ground over here, start this bike with a kickstart or bump start it. It's still pretty cool. Nothing really different on the radiators. Now I did notice up here, they got rid of the bolt up here. I'm on the wrong side of the bike because of the lighting here. But there's no more bolt there. It's just a tab for your steering stop. And they did, 2 years ago, they cupped these radiators out better. So a much more cupped radiator. Pretty much my walk around on this thing. So we're going to build my son, Braxton. He's going to get a 200 race edition 26. I got to get this thing ordered up for him. We're going to kit that thing out. We're going to do a full build on the channel. Like, what would 3Cs do to a full race bike? We're going to show you guys. That's what we do. So let's check out this 25 real quick. So just for reference, here's the old brake line holders. You can see there's just two of them here holding that brake line in place. This is the old rear tail light right here. And up on the frame, you'll see the steering stem lock. It's got the bolt there that would stop it rather than just a tab on the frame. Obviously, you got the new blue versus the red. I'm a 50-50 guy. I like that red. That is sharp. I do not mind that. This isn't bad though. It's pretty cool. That's literally all I can think about besides the gearbox change. They said second gear is taller and longer, so you can use second gear longer. Pretty excited to try it, but today is not the day. It is super cold and wet, about to start snowing. That's why I'm under. Check out the new edition, you guys. Isn't this sick? It's going in. Pretty pumped on this. Kind of underneath the edge of it, just so if it does start to rain, I don't get wet. So that's my talk on the new 26. So right here at the end of the video, I'm going to give you one sales pitch, and it's if you guys are buying your Beta parts on betausa.com, if you don't mind choosing 3Cs Recreation as your dealer when you're setting up your account, we get a really small commission on those parts. So helps us do these additions. It helps us go to 30 plus races a year. I've got like 9 guys that we support out of the shop here. Lets me make videos like this, and it lets us just love the Beta community and give back to it. So if you guys are on the Beta website buying your parts, please choose 3Cs Recreation as your dealer. That helps us at the end of the month. We get a small commission on those parts, so keeps us going. So thank you guys for watching. We love the Beta brand. We'd love to be your dealer. We are right here off I-86. That's 86, exit 7, right inside New York. If you're from Ohio, PA, we're like 2 hours from Pittsburgh, 2 hours to Cleveland. It is getting windy and cold. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the ride. I'll see you on the trail.